Have you ever noticed how some mornings feel almost cruel? You wake up, open your eyes, and instead of the world coming into focus, everything looks blurred, as if a fog has quietly settled over your vision while you slept. You blink, you rub, maybe splash some water on your face, but that sharpness, that clarity you once took for granted, just doesn't come back right away. For many seniors, this isn't just a minor nuisance. It's a sign that the eyes are struggling, even breaking down, during the very hours that should be the most healing. I'm Dr. Brian, and welcome to Ageless Garden. Over my years of caring for older adults, I've learned that the nighttime hours are either a gift for your vision or a slow thief in the dark. Tonight, I want to reveal 4 simple fruits, yes, fruits, that can help your eyes repair while you sleep. Now let's begin with a fruit that might look unassuming on the outside, brown, fuzzy, and often overlooked in the grocery aisle, but inside it hides a secret your eyes are quietly longing for. I'm talking about kiwi. Kiwi is more than just a tart, green slice of fruit you throw into a fruit salad. It's what I like to call a sleep messenger. Why? Because it naturally contains melatonin, the same hormone your body uses to tell your brain it's time to rest. You've probably heard of melatonin as a sleep aid, but here's what most people don't realize. Melatonin isn't just about falling asleep. It's about how deeply you sleep. And for your eyes, depth matters. When your sleep is shallow, your body doesn't fully switch into repair mode. But when you enter deeper restorative stages of sleep, your eyes finally get the chance to replenish moisture, regulate inflammation, and even protect those fragile photoreceptor cells that capture light and allow you to see. Think about it this way. Your eyes are like a garden. Each day, they're exposed to sunlight, wind, dust, screens, and strain. By nighttime, they're parched and weary, like soil after a hot day. Deep sleep is the rain that restores the garden. Without it, the soil dries out, the roots weaken, and the garden struggles to bloom again. Kiwi, through its natural melatonin, helps bring that rainfall right when your eyes need it most. But kiwi doesn't stop at melatonin. It also delivers vitamin C in abundance. More than an orange, in fact. Vitamin C is like a shield against oxidative stress, which is just a fancy way of saying internal rust. Every day, your eyes are bombarded by free radicals, unstable molecules that damage the delicate structures inside the eye. Vitamin C steps in like a repair crew, neutralizing that damage before it can chip away at your vision. And paired with lutein, another nutrient kiwi provides, you have a duo that fortifies the very scaffolding of your eyes, especially the retina, where sharp central vision lives. I remember a patient of mine named Irene. She was 68, spry, and sharp-minded, but she confessed that every morning she dreaded opening her eyes. She said it felt like her vision had to boot up, as though her eyes were an old computer struggling to start. We talked about her sleep patterns, and I noticed she was restless at night, often waking up dry-eyed and reaching for drops. Instead of prescribing another pill, I suggested she try a simple routine: 1 ripe kiwi after dinner, about an hour before bed. It sounded almost too easy to her, but she agreed to give it a try. 2 weeks later, she walked into my office with a smile I hadn't seen before. "Dr. Brian," she said, "I opened my eyes this morning, and for the first time in months, they didn't feel like sandpaper. The dryness had eased. The morning fog had lifted. She even said she could read the clock on her microwave without reaching for her glasses." Now, kiwi didn't perform a miracle cure, but it gave her body the gentle push it needed to let her eyes heal overnight. And that's the beauty of kiwi. It's not about adding another prescription bottle to your nightstand. It's about harnessing something natural, something your body already recognizes and craves. A single kiwi before bed is like tucking your eyes under a soft, protective blanket. Over time, those small moments of repair add up, and your mornings start to feel clearer, brighter, and more hopeful. If kiwi is the gentle hand guiding you into deep, restorative sleep, then papaya is the soothing balm that calms the fires of inflammation that quietly burn in aging eyes. Now, many seniors I meet assume that redness, irritation, or that swollen feeling in the morning is just what happens with age. But the truth is, those sensations are signals. Your eyes are telling you they're struggling to repair themselves overnight. Think of it like a workshop that never finishes the job because the tools are too hot to handle. Inflammation is that heat, and papaya brings the cooling breeze. Papaya contains something special called papain, a natural enzyme with anti-inflammatory effects. While many people recognize papaya as a sweet tropical fruit, very few realize that it holds this quiet healer inside. When your eyes are inflamed, circulation slows, hydration drops, and repair grinds to a halt. Papain helps calm that storm, gently reducing irritation without the harshness of medicated drops or pills. But papaya doesn't just stop there. It's loaded with beta-carotene, the same orange pigment found in carrots that everyone associates with good eyesight. Beta-carotene is more than just a color. It's a building block your body converts into vitamin a nutrient essential for corneal health and night vision. Without enough vitamin A, the clear window of your eye, the cornea, becomes dry and vulnerable. That's why so many older adults experience that scratchy, gritty feeling as if sand is trapped under the eyelid. Papaya nourishes that front line of your vision. And here's another gem hidden in papaya, zeaxanthin. It's a mouthful of a word, but its role is simple yet powerful. It acts like sunglasses for your retina, filtering harmful blue light. Every evening, many of us unwind with a TV show or scroll on a tablet. The blue light pouring from those screens adds strain to eyes that are already tired. Papaya quietly steps in, offering a bit of natural defense so your eyes aren't left unprotected in the dark. Let me tell you about Carl, one of my longtime patients. Carl was 72, retired, and spent hours each evening with his e-reader. By the time morning came, he said it felt like his eyes had survived a sandstorm. Red, itchy, and sore. It made him dread opening them. We talked about his habits, and instead of telling him to give up the evening reading he loved, I suggested adding a small bowl of chilled papaya to his nighttime routine. No sugar, no fancy preparation, just ripe orange cubes straight from the fridge. 3 weeks later, Carl returned for a checkup. His words still stick with me. "Doc, I still read my books, but my eyes don't punish me anymore." The morning redness had faded, and that burning sensation was gone. He hadn't changed his life dramatically. He simply gave his eyes what they needed to recover. That's the lesson papaya teaches us. It's not always about doing less, watching fewer shows, reading fewer chapters, cutting out all screens. Sometimes it's about adding the right support so your body can bounce back. Papaya is that quiet partner, calming inflammation, protecting against light damage, and fueling your eyes with the nutrients they crave. So if you wake up with sore, irritated eyes, don't accept it as your new normal. Consider the gentle help of papaya before bed. It doesn't fight your eyes. It fights for them, so you can open your lids each morning to a softer, clearer world. Now, if kiwi helps you sleep deeper and papaya soothes the fire of inflammation, then blueberries are the guardians that stand watch through the night, protecting your vision from one of its most silent and relentless enemies, oxidative stress. Every single day, our eyes are bombarded by light, pollution, screens, and even the natural process of aging itself. All of these generate free radicals, unstable little molecules that cause damage in places you can't see, but certainly can feel, like the retina, the macula, and the lens. Think of free radicals like sparks flying from a campfire. A few may flicker out harmlessly, but left unchecked, they can start a wildfire. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that act like firefighters, crossing the blood-retina barrier and going straight to the source of the damage. That's rare. Not all antioxidants can reach the delicate tissues of the eye, but anthocyanins can. And once they're there, they don't just stand guard. They actively help regenerate rhodopsin, the pigment in your eyes that allows you to adjust between darkness and light. If you've ever noticed it takes longer to see clearly after walking into a bright room from a dark one, or if night driving has become harder, it's often because rhodopsin is running low. Blueberries can help replenish it, but the benefits don't stop there. Blueberries also support the tiny blood vessels or capillaries that nourish the retina. As we age, those vessels can weaken, restricting the steady flow of oxygen and nutrients your eyes desperately need. Anthocyanins strengthen those vessels, ensuring your eyes are never starved of the resources they require to keep your vision sharp. I think often of Elaine, one of my patients who came to me at 75. She was sharp, witty, and loved crossword puzzles. But every morning she said she felt trapped in a haze. It's like someone smeared Vaseline over my glasses, she explained. For the first 30 minutes of her day, she couldn't see clearly enough to do even the simplest tasks. Instead of reaching for stronger medications, we started small. I suggested she add half a cup of blueberries, fresh or frozen, to her evening snack. Nothing drastic, just a handful, enough to sweeten her night without spiking her blood sugar. 2 weeks later, Elaine was glowing. "Doctor," she said, "the haze is lifting. I still need my glasses, but I recognized my cat across the room this morning before I even got out of bed." It wasn't a miracle. It was steady progress, built one evening at a time with a fruit nature had designed to protect her. This is why I call blueberries the guardians. While you rest, they're at work, neutralizing oxidative damage, fortifying blood vessels, helping your eyes transition from darkness to light with less strain. It's quiet, invisible work. But when you wake up and find the morning clearer than yesterday, you realize just how powerful that protection really is. So if your mornings often begin in a haze, or if night vision has become a source of anxiety, consider letting blueberries stand guard for you. They may be small, but they are mighty, nature's way of making sure your eyes don't go undefended through the night. If blueberries are the guardians of the night, then mango is the nourisher, the fruit that restores strength right at the core of your vision, the macula. The macula is the small but mighty center of your retina, the place that allows you to read, recognize faces, and see details clearly. And with age, this area is one of the most vulnerable. Age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, is one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. But here's the hopeful news. Nature has given us foods that directly support macular health, and mango is at the top of that list. Mango is rich in vitamin A, lutein, and zeaxanthin, three nutrients that don't just protect your eyes, they fuel them. Vitamin A, as many people know, prevents night blindness and keeps the surface of your eyes healthy. Lutein and zeaxanthin, on the other hand, are pigments that actually concentrate inside the macula itself. Imagine them as a pair of natural sunglasses, absorbing harmful blue light and shielding the delicate cells from damage. With every slice of mango, you're sending reinforcements straight to the most important battlefield in your vision. But mango has another secret. It contains digestive enzymes that improve how well your body absorbs nutrients, not just from mango itself, but from everything else you eat with it. That means if you enjoy mango with blueberries or kiwi, your body actually draws more benefit from those fruits as well. It's like mango opens the door wider so the other nutrients can step in and do their work. Now, a word of reassurance: some seniors worry about the natural sugars in mango. And yes, it is a sweeter fruit. But moderation and pairing are key. When you eat mango with a small handful of almonds or a spoonful of Greek yogurt, the protein and healthy fats slow the release of sugar, giving you the benefits without the blood sugar spike. It's not about avoiding sweet fruits altogether. It's about learning how to eat them wisely. Let me share Judith's story. Judith was 69 when she first told me she'd stopped reading her favorite novels because the words on the page blurred together. Her macula was weakening, and while her condition wasn't advanced, it was enough to rob her of a pastime she loved dearly. I encouraged her to add mango to her evening snack, just a few slices with some yogurt. She was hesitant. "Doctor, aren't mangoes too sweet for me?" But she trusted the plan. A month later, Judith walked into my office smiling. "I read 2 chapters last night," she said, her voice soft with relief. It wasn't that mango reversed her aging in a miraculous way. It was that, slowly, her macula was receiving the nourishment it needed. The words stopped swimming. The page became clear enough for her to dive back into her books. That's the gift of mango. It feeds the very heart of your vision, the part that lets you stay independent, connected, and fully engaged in the world around you. So the next time you slice into that golden flesh, remember, it's more than just a tropical treat. It's nature's way of strengthening the foundation of your sight, one sweet bite at a time. Now that we've uncovered the power of kiwi, papaya, blueberries, and mango, the real question is, how do we bring them together in a way that works for your body, your lifestyle, and your evenings? Because it's not just what you eat, it's when and how you eat it that makes all the difference. The evening hours are special. As the sun sets, your body begins a natural rhythm, preparing itself for rest, repair, and renewal. Your eyes are no different. During sleep, the retina is busy clearing away waste, repairing damaged cells, and replenishing the chemicals that keep vision sharp. The right nutrients at the right time can act like fuel, supporting this overnight repair process. That's why eating these fruits about 60 to 90 minutes before bed can be so effective. It gives your body time to digest, absorb, and deliver those nutrients to the eyes before the repair cycle begins. So what does this look like in practice? Let's start simple. One kiwi sliced and eaten slowly, half a cup of papaya cut into cubes, a small handful of blueberries fresh or frozen, and 3 or 4 slices of mango paired with a spoonful of yogurt or a few almonds to balance the sweetness. That's it. No complicated recipes, no expensive supplements, just a simple, nourishing bowl of fruit that works with your body's natural rhythm. Of course, you don't have to eat all 4 fruits every night. Consistency matters more than quantity. If you prefer, rotate them. Kiwi on Monday, papaya on Tuesday, blueberries on Wednesday, mango on Thursday. This not only keeps your routine fresh, but also ensures your body receives a wide range of nutrients over the week. Think of it like cross-training for your vision. Each fruit strengthens a different part of your eye health. Some of my patients enjoy combining the fruits into a small night bowl. A kiwi base topped with a few cubes of papaya, a sprinkle of blueberries, and a couple of mango slices. Add a pinch of coconut flakes or crushed walnuts, and you've got a delicious eye-healing dessert. Others prefer to keep it simple, focusing on one fruit each evening. Both approaches work. The key is to build a habit you can sustain. Let me give you a practical tip. Prepare your fruits ahead of time. Wash the blueberries, cut the papaya and mango, and keep them in small containers in the fridge. That way, when the evening comes, you don't have to wrestle with preparation. You simply reach for your ready-to-eat fruit and enjoy. For many seniors, removing those small barriers makes the difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it. I think often of Henry, a 74-year-old retired teacher who struggled with late-night snacking. Chips, cookies, whatever was around, that was his comfort. When we swapped those with a prepared fruit bowl, something shifted. Not only did his vision improve over the weeks, but he also began sleeping more soundly, waking with more energy and clarity. The act of eating fruit before bed didn't just feed his eyes, it reset his whole evening rhythm. That's the power of routine. Done once, it's just a snack. Done consistently, it's a transformation. These small, steady habits are how you reclaim your health, not through drastic change, but through daily nourishment that accumulates quietly, night after night. As we step back and look at the bigger picture, it's important to remember something. Vision decline with age is not a sentence carved in stone. Yes, changes in eyesight come with time. The lens stiffens, the retina weathers years of stress, and the macula faces the wear and tear of decades. But the story doesn't end there, because every day with every choice, you have the ability to either speed up that decline or slow it down, even reverse some of the damage. When I speak with seniors, I often hear a kind of quiet resignation. Well, doctor, I guess my eyes are just getting old. Nothing I can do about it. And my heart aches because that belief is one of the greatest barriers to healing. The truth is the eyes are alive. They respond to care, to nourishment, to rest, just like the rest of your body. And the 4 fruits we've talked about, kiwi, papaya, blueberries, and mango, are living proof of that. Each fruit offers a different kind of support. Kiwi gives you deeper sleep so the eyes can repair. Papaya calms inflammation and helps the tissues breathe easier. Blueberries protect your retina and sharpen your adaptation to light. Mango fortifies the macula, the very center of your vision. Together, they form a team, covering the most common vulnerabilities that aging eyes face. But beyond the science, there's something more here. These fruits are reminders that healing doesn't always come in the form of pills or procedures. Sometimes it comes in the sweetness of a mango, the tartness of a kiwi, the burst of blueberries on your tongue. Sometimes it's found in the small rituals of caring for yourself, not out of fear, but out of love, for your independence, your freedom, and your ability to wake up each morning and see the world clearly. Think of what better vision really means. It's not just being able to read the fine print on a label. It's being able to drive safely to visit your grandchildren. It's looking at your partner across the table and seeing their smile, not a blur. It's watching the sunset and catching every shade of orange and purple without straining. These are the treasures of life that good eyesight protects, and it's never too late. I've seen patients in their 80s regain clarity they thought they had lost forever. Not because of surgery, not because of some miracle drug, but because they made small, consistent changes to their diet and their habits. Day by day, night by night, the body responded. So I want to leave you with this encouragement. Don't give up on your vision. Don't accept decline as your only option. Your eyes are waiting for you to give them the nourishment they need. The four fruits we've shared are not exotic or expensive. They're simple, everyday gifts from nature. And if you bring them into your life with intention and consistency, they can help protect and repair your vision in ways that truly matter. This is your time to take a step, however small, toward clearer mornings and brighter days. You've carried your eyes through decades of life. Now let's give them the care they deserve so they can carry you into the years ahead with strength, clarity, and grace. So tonight, as you prepare for rest, remember that your eyes are preparing too. They're not shutting down. They're healing, repairing, and rebuilding. By offering them the simple gift of kiwi, papaya, blueberries, and mango, you're not just eating, you're investing in your future clarity. Vision decline with age is not inevitable, and the small steps you take now can add up to mornings filled with light, focus, and freedom. I'm Dr. Brian, and I want to thank you for being here in our Ageless Garden community. Your journey matters and your vision is worth protecting.